Hey everybody, it is Barb, and we are going to get back to basics tonight, all right? I am going to just show you how amazing Chalk Couture is. I forgot my most important part though, my board. So we have this fun design, and look, no smears, no nothing. But once I spray it with water, and I still want you to notice, nothing happens. But once I have the water and I rub, I'm using our board eraser. You could truly just use a rag. Then the design starts to melt away and we can redesign it. So I'm starting kind of as if we already had a design, but you may be starting from the point of a brand new surface. All right, now we're just going to take a paper towel and wipe that a little more, get some of that chalk off. And then one more spray and it's going to be all clean and ready for a new design. All right, I'm actually going to take my dryer to it, make sure it is good and dry. So say hello if you're on. This is a Back to Basics 101 chalking. All right, now we are actually going to do a design that goes this direction. Let me see if I can adjust this camera just a little bit. It feels a little too close and a little too bright. I'll adjust it a little bit there. That's better. Okay, so I have this brand new design, Love Makes a Family. Let me see too if I can get comments up here. Let's see. Hi Teresa, how are you? Sorry I didn't have my comments up. So glad you're here. Be sure and say hello if you're on, okay? Now, I am using this for the very first time, so I'm going to do what we call fuzzing the transfer. These are silk screen adhesive backed, and so they're super sticky. And sometimes when they're brand new, they just need a little less stick. So we do what's called fuzzing, where we just lay it down on our fuzzing mat. You could use a towel. You could even use your clothes. So this all has a screen in here. My goodness. Oops. I didn't want to do that. I don't know if you can see that or not on the overlay. I'm trying to get my cameras all set back up. They had gotten wonky. So besides getting back to basics with chalk, I'm trying to get back to basics with my cameras. All right, so I have just laid this down. That just seems so dark now. We're gonna raise that brightness just a little bit. Okay, so now I am going to use this Peachy Keen color in pink. You could do it white, obviously, but I just thought since we're talking about love, we do it in Peachy Keen. So I've got my transfer pressed down to my surface, make sure there's no bubbles, and now I'm literally just going to scrape the chalk paste across. You can start from either direction and just layer that on there with your squeegee. My new saying is if you can butter toast, you can chalk. And then you're going to scrape it up. Here's a little tip. If you hold the squeegee more at a angle of 45 degrees, you're going to get the chalk paste off and onto the surface. If you hold it more at a 90-degree upright, you're going to actually be scraping more of that off, and then you can put it back in the jar. It really does not take very much, so your chalk paste goes a long way. Let's see, I missed a little spot there. So just making sure I've got everything covered. You do want to work fairly quickly because you don't want this chalk paste to dry in the screen. And then you're simply going to pull back. Now you don't want to pull back on a corner because you could stretch your transfer. So you just want to grab and do it from a straight edge and pull back slow and gentle. And look at that. Oh my goodness, you have a great design that could have taken hours if you were trying to paint it by hand, or maybe you're talented and could do it. I never could. Maybe it'd take some time to print this out on the computer, get it into your Cricut or Silhouette, then weed it and it'd be one and done. Or you can use chalk and make it go so fast. Now, these are reusable. So I'm just going to, I have a wet cloth. I could just take it over to my sink, but I also can lay it down and just spray water on top of it. And then take another cloth to clean it. Or I could use my board eraser. But we're just getting that chalk paste off of the transfer and off of the screen. So I'm going to turn it over, and this is always fun because it always leaves the design. But now I'm wiping the other side, the sticky side, and we're just going to get that off. And now it's all clean, and I can take my fuzzing cloth and use that to dry. I can even on the sticky side, I can take a paper towel and just get it all dry. Now, it may leave a little stain here and there on the transfer, but that does not affect it at all. Now, the easiest way to put the backing on is to lay your transfer sticky side up, and then to take, you're putting the glossy side down, the shiny side down, and line it up this way, press it down, and then you can put it right back in its package and you're good to go again. So how fun is this? All right, so back to basics. Love makes a family. What a pretty design. And if you would like to get a sample of chalk, just put chalk in the comments. And we have a monthly club too. So you would enjoy it so much. You get creativity delivered right to your doorstep. You get this size, which is our B size transfer. You get one every month with 3 chalk paste singles to complete a project, maybe even a couple, because again, the chalk paste goes so far. And it's only $19.99 a month, free shipping. Plus, there's all sorts of other perks. So become a club member today. Or if you just want more info, put club in the comments. So club or chalk for a sample, and hope that you enjoyed. Have a good rest of the night.